Hey everyone, it's your host here, Paladin Hansen, back at it again with another video. And in this video, we're going to be doing some more open first impressions unboxing videos of some swords that I got. I got another sword from RVA Katana, and then I also got two other swords from Swordus, which is another sword website. They have a pretty good collection. And so here are the boxes. I'm going to open them up and then show you guys, because, you know, who wants to watch me open a box for 10 minutes? So that's really it. I have three swords to show you. Two of them are katana, and one is a kodachi, so a Japanese style short sword. And it's pretty cool. You know, the kodachi is a handpiece to the tachi, which is like the Japanese version of a greatsword. So pretty cool. I'm gonna stop talking, open these up, and then get back to you with the opening. So let's see what these three swords are all about. Alrighty guys, I got most of the swords out of their protective boxes. As you can see here, right there is the kodachi, and then over here are the two katana. So these are from Shadow Dancer, and that one is from Cloudhammer. I got these two off Swordus, and this one off of RVA. So that is what you see in the packaging from Swordus. I haven't done a review really on the how it looks like in the packaging, but they've done a pretty good job keeping this thing protected and secured inside of the box during shipping. So you definitely don't have to worry too much on the shipping, because this is really well packaged. So good job from Swordus or Shadow Dancer, because I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure this came straight from Shadow Dancer from China, because I was looking at the tracking of the shipping. So yeah, pretty good. I also did get one other thing, and I kind of want to get this out of the way before I really showcase these katanas and this kodachi. Is this right here. This is a Japanese sword cleaning kit. It's for maintenance care and stuff like that. Really cool. It was like 20 bucks. I got this off of RVA with the kodachi, so I can actually maintain and clean my blades. I do have an order of some clove oil, some choji oil coming in, which also helps maintain and clean your blades, because I need to get some of that. So yeah, keeping your stuff nice and fresh and looking good with your blades is incredibly important. So yeah, I just wanted to showcase that, but I'm gonna keep unwrapping these and show you guys all of these swords. Alrighty guys, I got all my swords out and out of those shipping boxes. And of course, I showed you guys already the sword maintenance kit. I highly recommend you get one of these to maintain your swords. I got that for like less than 20 bucks. It was a pretty good deal. And then here, the first sword I'm going to showcase is this right here. I got this off of RVA Katana's website. This is from Cloudhammer, aka Visor, or used to be known as Visor. If I can get this off, they wrapped it pretty well inside of its protective bag. I don't know the word for this, but then again, one of you in the comments can let me know. Well, I'm gonna get this out. Let me try to get it out. Let's see what's going on here. This thing's like deep in here. It's a short sword, so I gotta really put my hand in here like a stocking. Let's get this. Oh, there we go. Just kind of let it go out. Ooh, something's rattling. Ooh, all right. So this is my short sword from Cloudhammer, and first off, we have a problem here with the scabbard. This thing has come loose. I don't know what happened here. Is this supposed to be like this? I don't think so. I can see the glue marks right here. I can just glue that. It's not a big deal, but we got a rolling piece on our scabbard, which is not a good thing. other than that, let's let's take another look at this. Everything else seems to be good. The wrapping's in place. Everything is great. You can see the Manuki here. I got a piece of tape on my finger. Let me take that off. Alrighty, so this is the Japanese short sword, otherwise known as the Kodachi. Yeah, this is funny. There's this thing, it looks like this was supposed to be like right here, and then the glue just kind of came off. But we'll fix that. Nothing super glue can't fix right there. That's an easy fix. Alrighty, we're taking the blade out now. And as you can see, this is a very small sword. I think the blade length on this is only 24 inches. So it's a very small sword. It's a very neat one as well. We're going to take off the protective wrapping. Let me put the scabbard down. We'll get to fixing that in no time. We're going to take off the wrapping here. If I can do that without cutting myself. Get this off. Oh, perfect, 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 perfect. Bam. Alrighty. Okay, I gotta say, the blade looks really nice. It's straight. There's no wiggle. This blade is super light. I'm not gonna lie. It looks good too. Now there's some polishing work that needs to be done kind of around here in this part of the blade. I ain't gonna do it. Just gonna wipe it up, make it look spick and span. The only thing I'm gonna correct with this blade isn't really even the sword itself, but the scabbard that comes with it. Just with that little piece right there, I need to glue that. I don't think it came like that. I think somewhere along the shipping, it kind of came loose. But it probably just wasn't glued down enough. Again, nothing super glue won't fix with this. But this is a really cool sword. I'm not gonna lie, it's very light. It's got a 9-inch suka, the handle. It's only 9 inches, so you don't have too much grip purchase on here. It's more of just like a one-handed sword. But I gotta say, this is pretty sweet, pretty nice. It's different. It's not a katana. It is a Kodachi, which is a companion to the tachi, which is like the Japanese greatsword or whatever. Interesting. But yeah, this was kind of the oddball piece that I bought. It's the only Japanese sword or style of blade that is not a katana. So I do plan on getting a tanto. I do plan on getting a wakizashi and a tachi, especially a tachi, to kind of have a companion piece with this Kodachi. But I don't plan on really getting too many of those. Just like I don't really plan on getting too many Kodachis. This probably will be my only Kodachi. And I'll do some test cutting with this in the future once the winter kind of subsides in a few months, because it is cold out and I'm just not going outside in the cold. I got to go outside in the cold when I got to go to work every night. So when I come home, I'm trying to stay inside the house as much as possible, especially during the winter. So yeah, we'll get this fixed. But all in all, neat little blade. I got to say, it definitely is a short sword. It is not a big blade. Yeah, let's take it out again. Ooh, comes out really easy actually. Fits the scabbard nicely. Everything about this is like a little katana. I know some people will say, no, it's a little tachi. That's why it's a Kodachi. But yeah, it looks like a little sword. It's probably perfect for someone of smaller stature, like your wife, or your like 5'2" or something. This is probably like a perfect sword for you. Just the right length, just the right balance. It's really well balanced actually. So yeah, I'm liking it. Just got to fix this little piece. But we're going to move on to our katanas. And I have two katanas from Shadow Dancer. They're a pretty reputable manufacturer as well. They're based out of Longshuan. I think I had a video of one of my Cloudhammer videos, my first one, and I stated that Cloudhammer was based out of Longshuan, or I thought they were, but they're actually based out of Taiwan, so I just wanted to clarify that. Here now is a katana from Shadow Dancer. Now what I've noticed is that they each come with an extra set of pins. These pins you usually find in the suka that hold kind of everything together. So they give you an extra set of pins, which I find actually really nice. And now we're gonna unwrap this bad boy. This is my first Shadow Dancer katana that I have at the compound, at the library room. As you can see, it's more or less a museum by this point inside my room. But this is my first one from them, so I'm excited. This right here, man, I want to say this is the 5160 version Tyrannosaurus Shadow Dancer katana, or it's their S7 model. Let me get the other one out real quick. So here you have the other katana. Again, each of them come with an extra set of pins for your suka, for your handle, just in case those pins break. You can slap those in there, and bada boom, bada bing, you're back in business, which is nice to have. So we're gonna take this wrap off. Let's see here. Oh my. Okay. So this is nice. So yeah, this right here, this one is the, I'm pretty sure, the S7 katana, Tyrannosaurus S7 katana from Shadow Dancer. You can see how there's still plastic on the wrapping here. But I've heard that Shadow Dancer is second to none when it comes to their Edo wrap and the tightness of their handles. So all in all, right now, I'm feeling this sword. It feels good even with the plastic wrap on. But we're going to take this off real quick. Give me a minute, and let's get these wraps off. Alrighty, guys. We got these two Shadow Dancer katanas out. Very, very nice katanas. I got to say right now, I'll put the S7 blade down. This is the S7 blade in that kind of gold look to it. This one is their 5160 spring steel blade, which I find very, very interesting. 5160 is a great steel. I have a bunch of knives in kukris that use 5160, so I think it's a great blade. Here we have it wrapped. You can see the sword is in a protective wrap, so we're going to take that out and just kind of bring it up. Very well oiled blade. Can even smell it. Whew, there we go. Guys, look at this sword right here. This is a very nice blade. This is the Shadow Dancer Tyrannosaurus 5160 katana. I even did a little, I think it was like 60 extra bucks, and I added Hishigami, let me get that. I added Hishigami Pro into the handle. Hishigami is when they take extra time, they put little pieces of paper inside of the Edo wrap. Gives it a fuller look or fuller feel, and it's very nice. I gotta say, I can't wiggle these at all. The diamonds are incredibly uniform, as you can see right here. It's very nice. This is my first sword from Shadow Dancer. Not the first sword I bought. I actually have two other swords from Shadow Dancer I have coming in, besides these two I'm showing you. And they're like custom katanas, so I gotta wait for like another month and a half or so to get those in. So you're not gonna see videos of those custom katanas that I got from Shadow Dancer, but this is nice. This is probably gonna be the first katana I actually cut with, just because it was priced right. This cost me, with the Hishigami Pro, somewhere around $390, and it was even cheaper without the Hishigami Pro. And you can just do normal Hishigami, but yeah, I paid an extra 60 bucks to get Hishigami Pro, just a better, more fitted handle, which I think is worth it. And this blade is nice. It feels so good in the hands. I'm actually really impressed. I'm like this is nice. Everything feels super tight, super good in the hand. I am liking this a lot. This is very well balanced too. It's not forward heavy at all. You can actually feel the balance. It's somewhere right around this mid part right here, somewhere around here, which doesn't make the blade too front heavy, which you see a lot with like budget swords. But I don't know, this is kind of my cheapest katana, and I'm impressed with it. This is at less than $400, and I can't wait to take this out, cut some pool noodles and some watermelons with this. This is nice. I do know that I have an order of some clove oil coming in to maintain my blades and stuff like that. I already have some other maintenance stuff here, but you know, after every time you cut with these high carbon steel blades, you got to really make sure you oil them back down, because they will rust. They most assuredly will rust. But yeah, pretty cool. And I do want to show the other katana, but before I do, I want to show you like this right here. This is a kukri, one of my favorite blade types. This is from Tora Blades. I don't know if you heard of Tora Blades before. They're a really good company. There's Tora Blades, Kailash Blades. If you want to get a half decent kukri, Himalayan imports, but I would stay clear from them. Kailash Blades and Tora Blades. And Tora Blades is led by a guy named Simon Hengel. And as you can see here, this is just a super nice 5160 blade. This is actually a World War I kukri that was found in Gallipoli, and they actually made a historical reproduction of it. So check out Tora Blades, Simon Hengel, if you want a really good 5160 kukri. These things are badass. These things are really cool. One of the greatest blade designs of all time, top 3 for sure. Besides the European longswords and the variants of Japanese swords, yeah, the kukri definitely gets 3rd place. But I just wanted to show that, just kind of like, 5160 is a really cool blade steel. You can get some really tough knives and swords with 5160. And there's some other metals out there. I think it's SX105V is the most similar to 5160. It has a little bit of differences, but it's very comparable. So if you have a blade in SX105V, that's a pretty good blade steel as well. But enough of that. We're not doing a kukri video. I just wanted to showcase a kukri made out of 5160 spring steel. That one's really cool. That one's, again, off a model from Gallipoli in World War I. But this right here, Shadow Dancer, this is their S7 katana right here. Their S7. And it just looks really nice. It feels really nice. You can see there's even a dragonfly right here in the Manuki. Everything about this, the Kashra, the Suba, the Suka, everything is very well done. So we're going to take this blade out. And as you can see, it is wrapped. So we're going to put the scabbard down. We're going to take this plastic wrapping off of the blade. And of course, it's very well oiled. So that's good for them. Kudos to me. Kudos on them. Yeah, very nice. Oh my goodness, this feels really good in the hands. And this is their S7 model. This is nice. Oh my gosh. Now I know why it was worth it to wait this long. I like Shadow Dancer. I haven't even like practiced with these, but I can already feel that this is very well made. The Ito wrap is undeniably comfortable. I can't move this at all. Nothing wiggles. Nothing moves. I can't even budge these things a centimeter with these with the Hishikami on here. That is insanely nice. Man, props to you, Shadow Dancer. Oh my gosh. This is a face of amazement, actually. This is a very nice S7 blade. This would be my second S7 blade. I have another S7 blade that I have from Dragon Spring, the Unbreakable Faith. So now I have two S7 blades. I gotta say, this one's a little bit nicer than the other one. Both are nice, but we're comparing like really nice swords But yeah, I think this one, wow. This is nice. Wow. And then again, this is their Tyrannosaurus S5 Katana. So I not only have the 5160 version of their Tyrannosaurus model, but I also have, if I can get this in, I also have their S7 model. So I have two of their models from Shadow Dancer of their Tyrannosaurus lineup. This is nice. This is really nice. So let me get these swords again. Really, really cool. Really cool. I like them. I like them a lot. Yeah, after the Kodachi, this is definitely nicer to open after. My goodness gracious, this is nice. I can't wait to actually use this one right here. This one is probably the most budget 5160 katana I've seen. Plus, you get an added feature of Hishigami Pro if you want to. Oh, man. And you guys know Shadow Dancer is hard to beat when it comes to, like, just the best Edo wrap ever. I am very impressed by this. Ooh. It comes out so nice. Absolutely splendid. Let me back up a little bit so you guys can see the fullness of this katana. I know I haven't really stood up at all. I can move this chair to the side. But yeah, this blade is incredibly nice. It's so light. And I'm 5'7", 5'8". You know, depends on if I have shoes on or not. So I'm looking at like a 27.5, 28-inch blade length right here. It's just perfect. I don't touch the ground with this blade. It is nice. You're just watching me kind of like look at this by this point because I have no words. This is really cool. I like it. I like it. So that is the Tyrannosaurus 5160 katana here. Highly can't wait to do some cutting with this once the winter subsides. So just a couple more months and I'll do some cutting. I do have 3 more katanas coming in. 3 more, which is insane. And here is the we got some plastic right there, but this is the S7 model right here with the dragonfly on it. I think it's really nice. I'm trying to get this out. It's very tough to get this one out. Just noticed that. Golly. All right, and that was a very tight fit. That is definitely what she said. But this is nice. I am liking this blade too. My goodness, man. Let me just kind of get a close-up on these blades so you guys can see. The polishing, it's a standard polish. It's nothing I can't read. It's not like a mirror polish, but it's definitely polished with the blade. And with the handle lengths, you're dealing with a 10.5-inch standard handle length. So around that 10.5-inch mark is pretty much standard for a katana's handle length. I can still get 2 hands quite easily purchased onto these blades. So really nice swords. I'm just gonna put this back into its scabbard. I will say though, this scabbard is a tight fit, tight fit. So that's gonna take some getting used to trying to wear that down. Interesting. Now, finally, let's just go back to this good old Kodachi. We haven't seen this since the beginning of the the video. The good old Kodachi. Again, I got to fix the scabbard right here. Got to put some super glue on it. As you can see, it just fell down. Actually, it just fell off. Look at that. So I got to definitely glue that down. But it sheathes really well. Everything about this katana feels really good, actually. Super light. I can see why in Samurai X, which is an anime, the guy, he's wielding one of the characters, he's wielding 2 Kodachis. He's dual wielding 2 Kodachis, which is pretty cool. So if you watch Samurai X, you might want to pick up 1 or even 2 of these just to LARP. But this is really cool. I like this. Just got to fix that. But everything about this blade right here is pretty cool. So let me just kind of showcase this Kodachi. Very nice. Ooh, it's so short. I think if I give this to my wife, she'll fall in love, because this is like perfect for someone of smaller stature. So, just a very nice blade. Everything's tightly done. I will say though, the Ito wrap, the wrapping here is not as well done. Like, I can slightly move it. With the Shadow Dancer ones, I cannot. And not to say that this isn't badly done, but it's not as tight. Now, another thing I just noticed with this Kodachi is right here, and let me zoom in, is right here, is there's a slight wiggle on this piece of the handle right here. Someone in the comments, please let us all know what this piece is called and what I can do to tighten this. Because to me, this is now unacceptable. So I just wanted to update. I almost just like stopped the video because I thought it was over, but then I realized there was a wiggle. And that wiggle is right here. It's very minute. But to me, that is unacceptable. And so I want to know how I can fix that. That is annoying. That really does suck, in my opinion. I thought this was like a nothing burger. Now you just add this on top, and now it's now it's like, okay, now I actually got to like glue something in. So yeah, this is kind of a bummer. The Kodachi, I wish I had a better one sent to me. But then again, I guess this is a realistic video. You're not always going to get a perfect katana or a perfect sword from these guys or from any site. You might get a lemon like this one. This one definitely should not have been sold to me. This one should have been checked, should have been looked at better. But yeah, the quality control on this Cloudhammer is not there. It's not there. And that's the reality of the situation. That's what you're seeing right here in an unboxing video. I already got shit wiggling. I already got things falling off. This is not a standard. I'll tell you that right now. This is not a standard to have. If this is Cloudhammer's, standard, I have their S5 Tidal Dragon. The thing is sweet. And even when I bring it into the scabbard, I've noticed that it clicks in. It's not a smooth transition here. So there's something's off with this blade. And we got loose parts. I'm sure it all can be fixed, but when you want a sword right out the box, ready to go with no problems, this is not it. This Kodachi has failed my expectations and my standards, and my standards are not incredibly high here, but they're not incredibly low either. So we'll see what we can do with this. If you're a Japanese sword person, I'm going to be watching YouTube videos after this, how to fix things like this. Now, someone please let me know what I can do with this looseness right here, because that annoys the crap out of me. This I already can fix with super glue, but it's kind of still a really cool blade. I'm not going to lie. It's really cool. But there's some imperfections with it that I consider unacceptable. And yeah. Alrighty, so that's gonna wrap it up. I've been looking at this Kodachi for like 20 minutes now. That's going to wrap up this video. All in all, I got to say, a little disappointed from this Cloudhammer Kodachi, just because of loose fittings, very loose fittings, not only on the blade, but on the scabbard. I'm just kind of disappointed with this Kodachi. I wish that wasn't the case, but that is what I received, and this is what I got. So one thing can be easily fixed. Another thing I'm going to actually have to wait upon and get some expert recommendations on how to fix this wiggle right here on this piece of the handle. And again, I can't remember what this piece is called. One of you guys in the video will. Please inform me. However, I will say though, first impressions, these Shadow Dancer katanas, these are very nice. Okay, these are very nice katanas. I am very impressed with these. And I cannot wait to use this one right here. This is their 5160 model. So I cannot wait to use this one. This is going to be the first katana I start swinging with. And this one right here is an S7 blade, just kind of a nice little showpiece. Got some gold wrapping on here, some gold silk, or probably not even silk, but it's probably synthetic material, but very nice. Very nice. I like it. Very cool. These katanas, these are nice. I like them. I like them a lot. So yeah, without further ado, that's gonna wrap up this video. 3 swords in this video. One of them kind of a lemon, kind of a dud. I'm kind of disappointed in the Kodachi, but I'm sure it can be fixed. It is very minor fixes with one of them. The other one, maybe an intermediate fix. But we'll see how that pans out. You know, this video will be posted on YouTube. So, yeah. So, I don't know. I'm at a loss for words at that lemon, but I'm also at a loss for words at how nice these are. So my brain's a little conflicted right now with emotion. But yeah, pretty cool. Adds more swords to the collection. And guys, I wanted to end this video off by showing some of the collection I've acquired, some of my Japanese swords. Some of them are anime, some of them are real. So none of them are Nihonto, none of them are from Japan. That would be like, just one of those swords would be like all of these swords racked up together, just in price. So yeah, no authentic Japanese katanas, but they're all katanas. A katana is a katana, it's a blade type. But we have some anime ones like Enma from One Piece. And we have some from Demon Slayer, which is one of my favorite animes. Here is Tanjiro's right here with Rengoku's Suka on here. We have Rengoku's Suba. Here's, where's Rengoku's? Rengoku's is right here. R.I.P. Rengoku. And you have tons of others. Here's Gyu's, here's Zenitsu's, and here's Sengoku's, I'm pretty sure. And again, we just showcased the Kodachi up here. I gotta fix this. Someone let me know. But I put it up top because it's the lightest piece. And then on top of that, we have our Christian katana. This is the Dragon Spring Unbreakable Faith. And then we have, on the lower end, our actual real katanas, just to like put the weight distribution. These are heavier, so I'm trying to have the weight lower as possible on a katana stand, so it doesn't keel over or anything like that. I don't have any weight kind of pushing this back, so I don't want to make it all front heavy. But down here we have those Shadow Dancer katanas. We have here the Tyrannosaurus 5160. We have the Tyrannosaurus S7, and then we have the Cloudhammer S5 Tidal Dragon, which is actually my first katana I ever purchased, and it's really nice. Other than this one lemon from the Kodachi, all of these swords are like perfect. Don't have a problem with them. Even these wooden swords are like, there's no problem with these. Everything's right. But with this one, we got some looseness on the fittings here that we need to fix. So again, someone in the comments, bring your really informed opinions. I'm going to be watching YouTube videos anyways, but yeah, I want to get this taken care of, this Kodachi. And then, of course, I have 3 more katanas coming in. 3 more Japanese swords. And I'm very excited to get those. 2 of them are custom katanas from Shadow Dancer, so they're probably going to be my nicest pieces. And then I have one from Dragon King, which should be coming out soon. So these are kind of my collection. I bought this sword stand off of RVA. I had that in my video, in a video that I did like a week ago or something like that, a few days ago. And I actually assembled it really easy, no tools required. All you need is it even comes with a little Allen wrench, and you have this whole thing assembled in like 30 minutes. So I highly recommend these from RVA Katana, these sword stands. They're cheap, yeah, relatively speaking, and they look nice, and they're easy to assemble. You don't need a power tool or anything like that. So highly recommend you get a sword stand, because this is very, very nice to have. Very nice to have, instead of just laying around in a corner of your room. So that's going to wrap up this video. I hope you guys liked it. Interesting, you know, what we saw. We got a lemon with that Kodachi, but, you know, someone help me out on that. I'm a noob in all this. I'm very much an amateur. I'm not a proficient, you know, person in these things. I'm just an average Joe who likes collecting swords and other nefarious stuff. So, yeah. So, without further ado, I hope you guys have a great one. Take care, God bless, and we will see you in the next one.